lived a tribe of people in a place that was bounded on 3 sides by impenetrable forests, and on the 4th by the steppe. They were a strong, brave, and cheerful people. But evil times came upon them. Other tribes came warring against them and drove them into the depths of the forest. The forest was dark and swampy, for it was very ancient, and the boughs of the trees were so closely interwoven that they shut out the view of the sky, and the sun's rays did all they could to pierce the thick foliage and reach the waters of the swamp. And wherever they reached those waters, poisonous vapors arose, and the people began to get sick and die. They had to get out of the forest, but there were only 2 ways. One was to go back over the road they'd come, but at the end of it, strong and vicious foes awaited them. The other was to push forward through the forest, but there they'd encounter the giant trees, whose mighty branches were closely entwined, and whose gnarled roots were sunk deep into the mire of the bogs. They were a brave people, and they would have fought to the death with those who had once defeated them, had they not feared being wiped out in the fight. They had their forefathers' behests to defend, and if they perished, their behests would perish with them. So they sat, pondering their fate through the long nights, with the poisonous vapors rising around them, and the forest singing its mournful song. And the shadows of the fires leaped about them in a soundless dance, and it seemed as if it weren't mere shadows dancing, but the evil spirits of forest and bog celebrating their triumph.
Alexander Nesterov, a junior research assistant at the Pole 21 Polar Station, is due at coordinates 86 degrees 21 north, 74 degrees 57 east on the 27th of March 1981, where he will board the nuclear icebreaker North Wind. Alexander Nesterov, a junior research assistant at the Pole 21 Polar Station, is due at coordinates 86 degrees 21 north, 74 degrees 57 east on the 27th of March 1981, where he will board the nuclear icebreaker North Wind.
How is it going?
The cans are in place. No sign yet.
Sit down. Warm up while it burns. I brought 2 more crates to dry. Sit down. Warm up while it burns.
Through the door and up the stairs, quickly! It won't hold much longer!
Everyone must evacuate the first and second compartments! Get to the upper decks!
Through the door and up the stairs, quickly! It won't hold much longer!
Flag warning! Everyone must evacuate the first and second compartments! Get to the upper decks!
This way, quickly! I'll hold the door! Move it! Come on!
Captain, the rod shows formation of sea ice all along our course.
The rod, as in the divining rod? Another clairvoyant gadget of yours.
Sir, clairvoyance is for shamans. This is cutting-edge scientific equipment, virtually foolproof.
Do you know why it is called the rod?
Well, yeah, you had it, sir. Named after a divining rod, a stick used to search for water underground. Was real popular back in the days of wooden ships and navigating under the stars.
Times change, but some things remain much the same. The ship must respect you. You must listen to her, understand her, talk to her, live with her one-on-one for many years. Then you become more than just a captain. You become a part of something bigger.
That's great, but isn't it just pretty words? Sir, it seems to me all you've got to do is hold on to the wheel. When are you going to let me try, by the way?
You don't waste any time, do you? Well, if you're keen, try this for now.
Danko was one of them, and he was young and handsome. Handsome people are always courageous. And he said to his comrades, "Stones are not to be removed by thinking. He who does naught will come to naught. Why should we exhaust our energies thinking and brooding?"
Captain, a difficult stretch ahead. Should we go around?
A difficult stretch, you say? We'll manage. We can't afford to lose a whole day.
We might lose a lot more if it's as bad as it looks.
My crew has been through a lot worse than that. And they can certainly manage that little patch of ice.
But, sir, isn't it better to avoid difficulties altogether if we can?
Are you suggesting I shouldn't have faith in my crew?
It's not about trust, sir. It's about common sense.
And do you think it makes common sense to navigate the Arctic for 20 years in a row?
Can't you see there is real danger up ahead?
Are you losing your courage? Have you been testing your rod again? Don't you know it's not the rod, it's the dowser? Just go to your cabin. You'll be safe there.
This is insane.
A divining rod. A stick. It doesn't matter what kind, it's immaterial. What matters is you. You just need to tell yourself to find water. Send this thought to the rod, and that's it. It works best when you can wander around fields and forests by yourself, letting your senses take over. But when you're followed by a crowd, finding water can be difficult. For this reason, many expert dowsers search for water secretly, at odd hours, in order to get the privacy they need.
Check it out! Will the cables hold?
Yeah, it's alright. We almost got it up. Come on, just a little more.
Wait, the stopper keeps sliding off. Damn it, this sucks. This one is empty as well. Everything I got out of the others I put into the diving suit. There is enough oxygen for about 5 minutes. All right, we've got what we've got. Hope it's enough. Go to the elevator, I'm sending it down.
Be careful when getting out of the elevator. The water is real murky. Turn left immediately and look for me. I'll be in the boat. You were on the upper decks back then, and we're all down here. So we're just sitting here minding our own business, and then, holy, the water just wham, came pouring in. the gates. All of it. Rivets, bolts, screws, everything. Rags. I mean, you know, the sides ripped along the seams like tissue paper. That was one hell of an impact. But we dealt with it, thank God. Got some padding, patched up the walls, made some struts, and then, you know the rest. First, it got hot. Then it got cold. Now it's weird. All the diving. Hey, what's happening out there? Watch out! There's a lot of junk at the bottom. Yo, come on! Watch out! It's barely holding together. Yeah, I know it's murky as hell, I know. Come on, you're almost there. There are some rusty pipes there with some valves on them. I got some circulation going here so it doesn't freeze up. And listen, you watch your step. Don't touch those valves. The pipes won't hold. Hey, why am I telling you? You know that already. It's been like that for years. That's done it. The frigging pipes. That's it. Now, if we don't drain them, they'll all be frozen solid by tomorrow. Yeah, enough with the talking. You're almost there. Get through the gate. Come on. Flooring! Go to the side and then make a right. I'll head to the winch. We'll go from there. There should be a piece of wood there. We used it and some padding to plug the hole. I'll lower the support strut and you cut the lines with your blowtorch. Flooring! Cut the lines on both hooks on the sides. Good. Okay, it's in place. I'm turning the engine on now. You watch the stopper. First stage complete.